Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. Yeah, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. To throw, it's Rodgers. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
First carry now for A.J. Dillon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Mike, start forward. Get 300. Get 300. I'm scared. 54 Mike. 54.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
They have one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
Harold Patterson on the return. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in? I
do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
On 2nd down now, it's Patterson, and he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's second down.
Well, I haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't like a target that size. I mean, that's a big, tall receiver, and somehow he missed him anyway.
Yeah, tempting to just put it out there for him to go get it, but dangerous throw and not on target.
Yeah, sometimes even a receiver with that type of catch radius can't haul them in if they're not accurate.
3rd down.
completions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. From the gun, a give to Davis. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched the ball last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Packers 3, Falcons 0.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. To throw is Ryan. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
4th down.
Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
So pickup of 3 brings up 2nd and 7.
Silva. 45 the mark. Watch QB drop. Watch QB plant. 45.
Rodgers going to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And at the 31-yard line.
Throwing is Rodgers. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
brought down.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Falcons.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And the 13-year man puts it through. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here, I would imagine? Blitz coming, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. This one left side, caught by Patterson. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they help force another incompletion.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
The 41-yard line.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Looking deep for Adams. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again, Rodgers. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on third down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the third time tonight. A 33-yarder from the left hash. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will make our score 9-0. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his left.
They're at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
12. First down, Falcons.
From the shotgun, Ryan looking downfield for Jones. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Incomplete. Kevin King there defensively.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Ryan. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Ryan's pass intercepted. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it? And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turned that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. First and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. This is Jones. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Rodgers now to throw. A short throw to Ingram. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now it's Dillon.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Now Jones. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Three red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. On 2nd and goal, Rodgers. That is caught at the 7-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A.J. Dillon. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Packers add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half.
Julio Jones all alone. The 20. Touchdown, Falcons.
Lions pass.
Julio Jones. 77 yards. And the Falcons cut into that lead. We were just saying off air during halftime, could they mount a comeback, and how would it start? Well, it started in a hurry.
Yeah, they have to get back into the game, right? So if you're going to do that, you think to yourself, we need points right here on the opening drive. But even in their best game plan, did they expect it to be a one-play drive and put the points on the board? Probably not.
No, probably not, but they got it in a big way. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On play action, it's Rodgers. Rolling to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Deion Jones gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. So 3rd down, and the Falcons going with a dime. 6 defensive backs.
Let's go. 45.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. That's Adams. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer 1st. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the counter, here's Jones. Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll go again to Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
3rd down and 8.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the 1st half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
From the 31, Ryan looking middle, and it's incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Play action. It's Ryan. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it here. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Preston Smith. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were. And you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal.
36, 36. Jim.
Again, it'll be Dillon. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A.J. Dillon, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Makes the score Packers 24, Falcons 6.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Patterson on the carry. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. And no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th
down, Atlanta.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They run with Patterson. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Play to the running back. The tackle by Dean Lowry. A gain of 2.
From the 35 on second down. Ryan into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. They're looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
No gain on the
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Again, it's Dillon. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
tackle made at the 20.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Bring it. 26. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Not today, you are. Not today.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And it's caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
That's good.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Packers 31, Falcons 6.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
Ridley.
A big play there on the catch and run. 73 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. From the gun, it's Ryan. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
To number 18.
Calvin Ridley, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Falcons get a bit closer.
The Falcons.
So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home with him down.
It got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. A good gain of 9 on 1st down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 40-yard line.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons' defense yet again drops him behind the line. Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Take over first and
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on third down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to
yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, by taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Back to the air. Ryan after the pick six. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and that'll bring up second down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Second and 10. It's Ryan again. And this one is incomplete.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used a slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. Third and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to fight defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Kevin King with a pick, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
The Packers take over first and 10.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Jones. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
33.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime,